Do a review of Ally Bank's website and some of the plans that I have with Ally, and talk a little bit about my emergency fund savings, as well as we're going to get into a little bit about Ally Invest. Let's go ahead and log in. Go ahead and log in. And the first thing that comes up is it brings up our dashboard. And our dashboard is nice because it kind of tells us everything we have. We've got our investment accounts, we've got our interest checking, our two different types of savings accounts, as well as my CD. If you break it down here, it goes to Ally Invest, which is their separate page, but I've got a few stocks that we'll talk about here in a little bit. My bank account, I have an interest checking account, which I keep just a few dollars in. Not a lot, but the nice thing is I have a ATM card for that account, and they refund all the ATM fees. So if I need to get $100 out or something when I'm out, I do that, and then at the end of the month it puts that ATM fee back in. My money market savings is the initial account I opened with them. Back when the online savings wasn't given much, I used to get 0.95%. It still gives 0.9, and I keep a little bit left in there, just keep the account open. My primary account is my online savings account. Let's take a look at that. The online savings account actually gives me 2.2%. The account detail. I don't want to see that. Let's go back, actually. So that's 2.2% APY, which is compounded daily. So that's a nice touch. You see, interest year to date is about $238, so not too bad. I also have a CD. I recently let the other one expire, but as the rates are kind of going down, you notice this is a new, brand new one for me, 12-month, 2.55%. And I did that as a second tier to my emergency savings because I probably won't need it all. And if I had to break it, it's only a 90-day, I believe, 90 days of interest that you lose. So I'm concerned that with the interest rates dropping, that the online savings account interest rate may drop some. That often happens. It's climbed up as the rates came up, 2.2%, which is certainly better than what I get in my Bank of America account at 0.02%. So what I wanted to get to was I wanted to go to my investment account. That is the Ally Invest. So we'll go to Ally Invest Home. And this does take a second to load because it goes live and does live updates as you are, to show you what's going on with the stock market. There we are. So from the home page, we can see it's updating constantly. The Dow Jones is up today. It looks like up 278 points. So a whole percent, that's good. The Nikkei, if you're into Asian stocks, that's up as well, which is good. Some of the things we can look at here is, looks like we have about 9 minutes until the market closes. I'm on the West Coast, so it's only coming up to 1, but 4 o'clock's when they close out there, so it's almost there. Let's take a look at, the other thing is you can add, and we'll show you this. So let's go to my page. Now this is a small account, mind you. I only have a handful of individual stocks. I'm primarily a person that does index fund investing, but I do have 5 or 6 individual dividend paying stocks. You'll notice that the amounts are very small. I call this my play money. It's money that we make dividends on, but we're not really investing enough that if these tanked, I wouldn't be in a bad spot. Looking at this, you see we have AbbVie. AbbVie Incorporated is a company that makes Humira. I think everybody's seen the Humira commercials. They treat arthritis, ulcerative colitis, psoriasis, any kind of infection. It's kind of an anti-inflammatory, really popular. You notice that one's down a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I mean, $9 is no big deal. Second one I have is Coca-Cola. That's KO. You notice it has a D here. That means I've got an upcoming dividend. If we click on that, it says upcoming dividend date. It's going to pay on the 1st of July, and it's going to be 40 cents per share. So that's nice to know that's coming. Again, 14 shares, not a big investment at all here. Third one I have is ExxonMobil. Fuel, obviously, people are always going to love their cars. These go up and down. Remember, individual stocks are very often volatile. So these are stocks that I'm bought and I'm planning to hold for forever and add to them. I usually don't market time, but I usually will add to them if I notice that it's down a bit. Again, these are really small holdings, so not a big part of my overall investing portfolio. If we look at the dashboard here, nice thing you can do is if we move this guy over, you can see here I'm a couple of symbols I'm watching. I also have Johnson & Johnson, and I have some shares of AT&T as well, so I keep an eye on those to see how they're doing. They are in a different account. Those are my Vanguard account. This is a brand new platform for me. This came out of Trade King when Ally bought them, and they've got their own platform now. Nice thing is you can check on things. If you want to see what the 1 day is, you can see. So let's say we want to see what Verizon's doing, so VZ. Click on that, and it's going to show us what Verizon's been doing. So it looks like for the day, so let's see how Verizon's done for the year. Up but down a little bit right now. Okay. It also shows you the amount you have in your cash fund, funds that you have available to trade with if you want. Nice thing is I can transfer funds almost immediately from my Ally. If I want to transfer it from my online savings or one of my money market or my checking account, I can send some over and right away I can make a trade. Now the trades do cost $4.95 per trade, which is pretty cheap out there. I know at Vanguard's not really designed for trading. It cost me $7 to buy an individual stock. Where here it's a little bit cheaper. So I will be transitioning all my individual stocks into one account that if I do not have them in my IRA. Now, one of the things that I've found is it looks like the Ally Invest is only a taxable account. It doesn't appear. If it does, I've not found where you can do an IRA for this, which is kind of a drag, but certainly not a big deal. Trades are simple. You just click on the quick trade button. You put in what you want, the action to buy, how many shares you want, the order type. You can do either a market order or a limit order, but it's pretty simple. Get done, you preview your order, and off it goes. And it will be immediately taken, unless you do a limit order, at which time it will wait until the stock gets down to the price that you've put as a limit, and once it hits that point, it will buy for you. And then it's reflected in your dashboard, which is nice. Dashboard, you can bring it up, balances, and we can bring them back up with just the ones that I have in my information. Anyway, quick overview of the Ally Invest. Overall, like I said, I've been doing this now for about a month. Pretty small position, but I have liked it. I like that it updates constantly, lets you know what's going on. Do you guys use Ally Invest? If you do, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Have you tried it? Do you use Ally for any other products? Do you use them for banking? I've been using Ally for my online bank now for about 7 years, and as I said, I started with the money market account and it's changed. But you know, there's a lot of people out there that will keep opening and closing accounts because you can get different ones, Marcus, CIT. There's a few different banks out there that are giving a little bit higher rate, but remember, a lot of those rates are introductory and they do change, as Allies does as well. So with this interest rate environment going down, this is the time when you need to think about maybe putting some safe money into CDs if that works for you, or keeping an eye on those rates. Anyway, hope you got something out of this. If you did, hit the like button. Tell me that you enjoyed that, and we'll see you again next week. All right.